Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nuriati Rahayu, NPM 2112120013. I want to tell you about accounting information users. Users of accounting informations are divided into two. Choose internal and external. Internal informations user. Number 1. Management. The initial user of internal data is industry management. The management is considered as the owner of the industry because they have responsibility for various activities every day of the industry. Basically, they want to run the industry through existing managerial functions such as carrying out planning, formulating strategies, managing operations, organization, administrative staff, and HR. Each of the function has a financial and economic framework from the organization. So management and director need this information to determine the goals of the organization. Number 2, owner. In this case, the main owner of the industry also has the right to use accounting information. Business owner will use accounting information as a tool to invest capital in starting and also running a business to match the main goal of the industry. They also need accurate financial data to identify what they have gained or faced losses in a certain period of time. This meaningful data will also facilitate an evaluation of the performance of industry managers in terms of evaluating their efficiency and usefulness. Not only that, the data must also be relevant for industry owners. External users. In this case, internal and external data users do not want to be involved in industry decisions making a matter, but they are interested in industrial financial data for their personal purpose. Users of external accounting information include number 1, investors. Every investor must use industry accounting information because later they want to invest their fund in an industry. If they do not know the use of the fund to be used by the industry, then capital they spend will certainly be in fine. For this reason, investors will really need up to data accounting information to understand the financial situation of the industry. Data which means that its financial conditions in the form of profit and of use, a fund used by industrial management, whether that fund can be used properly or not. Then, with the data investor, we know what the state of the industry will be in the future. Of course, investors do not want to sell their fund with an industry that doesn't have a good future. Creditor or lenders. Creditor or lenders are those who provide an alternative source of funding for an industry. Generally, lenders will provide debt capital to the industry, and usually they will interest from an interest. They need to use these informations in relation to the financial performance and financial position of the industry is to determine whether the industry is good, profitable in terms of paying loan interest or not. Supplier or supplier. Supplier or suppliers are user of accounting informations. Why? Because they want to supply raw materials to an industry so that later they are purchased into mature product. Generally, the the payment system used is in the form of credit. Thus, suppliers must be able to recognize an industry success in selling its product from the industry financial data. With these informations, later the supplier will feel more comfortable when supplying raw material to an industry. Also, right, the importance of business management in companies. Next, customer. Other parties list users of accounting informations are customers or buyers. They are the main driver of the economy of an industry. Their main goal in using the company information is to evaluate to the expertise to supplying their needs in the future, because customers will be high dependent on the industry for its product is services for the purpose of personal consumptions or release. And assessments comes from the industry accounting report, which includes profit and loss statement and the industry's financial positions, and will later be used as a guide on whether an industry can continue to move to meet customer needs or not. Next, governments agencies must be able to confirm that users of industrial accounting informations have complied with applicable regulations, and aim is to protect and interest of other parties who rely onto data to take a policy, and government will also determine and also monitor accounting such as sales of net income for each business scale. The aim the ensure and the industry complies with employee, consumer and safety regulations. Next, general citizen. There are some universal citizens who have an interest in industrial accounting informations. They are journalists, analysts, academic, activist, as well as other people who have an interest in the economic growth of a country. Next, employer. Employers, employers who do not have direct positions in the industries, core management will be considered user of external accounting information. Their interest in current and future industry financial data is the reason they are tied to the success and failure of an industry. The success and profits achieved by the industry will be able to justify job security, better remuneration, promoter, and even pension benefits. Business partner. Every industry almost certainly has a business part in crying out its business body. The other industry will be able to decide to collaborate with the method of viewing accounting information. Next, financial account institution. Financial institution. Financial institution require industry accounting information to be able to provide credit or loans or loan credit, calculate eligibility, and analyze the industry's financial position. Next, authority. To be able to ensure the credibility of industrial taxes, so that the industry must be able to include its financial data. The goal is to be able to see the financial history that appears in the financial statements of the industry. Benefits of accounting information. Benefits of accounting information. Uh, the first benefit is to provide financial statements. Number two, the second benefit is bottom in making decisions. Number three, the third benefit is the accumulations of business capital. The last benefit is audits and tech. Every year, the industry is required to submit financial report to the government. Maybe that's all I can say. Sorry if there are mistakes. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.